Our lives are defined by a dash. Let me explain. You know when you go to a funeral, there's a memorial card or a program, and what do you see? You see the beginning year, the birth year, a dash, and then the final year. What we do in our lives is all about that dash. My husband attended a funeral recently for a friend of our family, and what struck him most about the funeral is how people remembered this man. They wrote letter after letter and compiled it into a program expressing how meaningful this man was in their lives. This man's life was cut short by a heart attack. He did not know that his life was going to end the day that it did, and he actually died very, very young. But he had used his time on earth to touch people's lives. Our life is a gift, and it is not measured by the amount of money we have, by the car we drive, by the clothes we wear, all these external things that we're striving after. They're wonderful, but we leave it all behind when we end our lives, or when our lives here end on earth. What our lives could be measured by, and what we will be remembered by, is the love that we've shared, how we've touched people's lives. What is it that your dash is going to mean? How do you want to be remembered? You know, time moves so quickly. I'm only 35, but I find that days slide into weeks and weeks slide into months. And before I know it, I'm at my daughter's next birthday. And the elders in my family tell me that time goes faster and faster and faster as we get older. So I want you to take time this week and do an assignment. And I want you to think through and write your answers down to the following things. The first thing I want you to think about is, are you awake to life? It's time to wake up to our lives. Are you sleepwalking? Are you depressed, worn down, waiting for life to come to you? I just recently got an email, and the email was about a little girl who was asked a question in her class. The teacher asked, "What are the 7 wonders of the world?" And this little girl had a different answer than the other students. The other students said things like the Egyptian pyramids, you know, the traditional, the Great Wall of China, those types of answers. But this little girl said the 7 wonders were to see, to hear, to feel, to smell, to live, to laugh, to love. That's what this life is about. And no matter where you are, no matter if you're down in the dumps, you can connect to those things. Wake up to life. Now is your time. Think through this next question. What is it that they're going to say about you? How do you want to be remembered? Take time to write down 2 statements that you hope people will say about you at the end of your life. I'll tell you what mine is. I want to be remembered as someone who saw the best in every person and helped them reach their full potential, no matter where they were in their lives. Use your passions, your talents, and your resources. What are you passionate about? What kind of talents do you have? Start where you are. You can begin to use those passions and talents right now. Don't wait for another day. You don't know if you're going to have another day. Lighten up about life. Think right now of all the things you're worried about. Guess what? 99% of the things that you get worried about never even happen. Why spend your time worrying about all these crazy details in life? It's just not worth your thinking energy. Think instead about what you really want out of life, what you'd like to experience. Spend your time being happy. Lighten up. You can also fill your ordinary moments with love. You know, Mother Teresa said something to the effect that each of us has particular gifts. What you can do, I can't do. The lives you can touch, I can't touch, but I can touch lives too. Give a smile, give a kind word, do the little things, the little ordinary things, but fill them with great love. And last but not least, wake up to your power. Life is happening now. What do you want to create? Get off your sofa. Get out there. Create a life that you'll love. You think life is a marathon when you start, but it's really a 100-meter dash.